Hi, you're watching Noipi Alliance. And don't forget to subscribe to Noipi Alliance.
99% of people are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline.
Jordan Clarkson's strong finish to his rookie season in the National Basketball Association was just the beginning to his stardom on the other side of the world. This past summer, Jordan spent some time in his motherland of the Philippines, and the reception he received was so touching that he offered his services to play for the men's national basketball team.
He wanted to know more about the culture and give back. Using the game of basketball, Clarkson wanted to share the knowledge that helped him get to where he is today.
The passion for basketball here is crazy, and you know, some of those kids out there in sandals and you know, no shoes, and you know, out there in the camp playing hard, and you know, they live in small areas, and you know, at the same time, they're not, you know, complaining, or they embraced us, and you know, seeing the smiles on their face, and that's real for me. So not always seeing the brighter side of things, you know, going there and seeing that is just awesome. You know, that's what really touched me the most, just to see that passion and how much they love the game, and how much that little orange basketball connects the world is amazing.
Born to an American father and Filipino mother, Clarkson could play for the Philippines as a local because he acquired a Philippine passport before he was 16 years of age. Filipino fans raved about the possibility that the Phil-Am Laker would team up with naturalized Filipino Andre Bloch to form one of the strongest tandems Asian basketball has ever seen.
Live now, and you know, and our family has came a long way from you know, living here and now living in the States. You know, it's cool to see that.
When Clarkson flew back to the Philippines for the first time as an NBA player, he understood why basketball ran through his blood. He understood why he played the way he did. He understood puso, and as he felt closer to his people, he realized that the impact of him actually wearing a Gilas Pilipinas jersey would be immeasurable.
Probably just the toughness. You know, the game is a little different over here. That's definitely one thing I've seen. They play hard, so that's always a good quality to have. You know, we haven't had somebody in the league in a while, so starting that off, and you know, hopefully, you know, get some more guys in the NBA soon.
Qualifying for the Olympics has remained an elusive dream for Philippine basketball. The Philippine team hasn't qualified for the world's biggest athletic competition in the sport since 1972. With only one slot available for Asia, Coach Tab Baldwin was tasked to form a team that could get the job done. But because of injuries and other unavoidable reasons, he was not able to get some of the players he wanted to be part of the national team pool. As Gilas 3.0 looked for an extra push that could turn their dream into reality, they looked to Clarkson. Aside from getting clearance from FIBA, the Lakers' preseason preparation started right smack in the middle of the FIBA Asia Championship.
Go to the biggest university coming out of high school. not many people knew who I was going into Missouri early in the year, and then, I had to wake people up in college. So, and then coming into the NBA, I feel like I got slept on in the draft and fell far, so I had a lot to prove. And, that chip is always going to be on my shoulders, just looking back on everything that I've been through. So, that's why I continue to drive. One second you feel like you're king, and then the other second you could be so humbled. And that's just a great feeling to be able to touch so many people that way. I'm gonna continue to try to do great things, and I'm gonna keep working hard.
It's not all that surprising that Clarkson's career is looking up. He plays more than just for himself now. Playing in the NBA, he knows that there are countless Filipino fans who want to see him succeed and believe that in time, he'll get to represent them.
You had more than 500,000 votes from the Filipino community alone for the NBA All-Stars.
Finishing in the top of the All-Star voting is pretty crazy, and it just shows how much love and support the country got for basketball as well as for myself. So I try to do my best to represent. Man, the Filipino media is always happy, and they always want to get the good out of of me and the best. So it's always fun to get in front of them and answer questions for them.
So what part of the Philippines have you been to?
I've been to Manila, Pampanga.
First couple times I went to the Philippines was like during my rookie year. Had a great experience, visited some communities, threw a few camps there. Really got to see the culture and everything, so had a really good time and made it a trip for me every year after the year's over.
On the same trip, Clarkson was also able to meet one of the biggest Filipino sports stars of all time, as he met and matched up with Manny Pacquiao in Manila over a game of chess. Clarkson brought back many of the Filipino cultures, including its cuisine.
What's your favorite Filipino dish?
Chicken adobo, sisig. Those probably my.
I'm not very fluent in my Tagalog, but I know a few words.
I don't know if it's a complete sentence, but salamat po what does that mean?
Thank you.
There you go.
He had also the opportunity to meet with Senator Alan Cayetano, who is a senator from the Philippines and a very big Lakers fan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I got to meet the Filipino senator during my time at the consulate.
In the 80s, there are only three things that people fight about in the Philippines, and really fist fights.
Yeah.
Marcos and Aquino, Crispa and Toyota, and the Lakers and Boston.
I think Philippines is one of the few places where basketball is not only number one, but every other sport is a far number two. And the Lakers, not only because of their relatives in California, but just because of the quality of the players, quality of the team.
But you really have a big, fan base in the Philippines.
I had a good chance to, talk to him. I just had a, really laid back talk. It was really cool. It was a good experience for me.
Thank you.
Sports brings you together, and everyone has told us that you guys, you Filipinos, you can't do good in basketball because you're not that tall, you're not that athletic. But again and again, we show that basketball comes from the heart.
Even for a player well acquainted with the Lakers' passionate fan base, the level of enthusiasm here is surprising.
I really wasn't expecting that many people to be there, but it just showed how much love and support they have.
I think there are two things that really brought Jordan closer to the Filipinos. First is his relationship with his father.
You're bringing my son, Jordan Clarkson.
Secondly, we believe that charity begins at home. We believe in not being able to go where you want to go without looking back.
I just want to say thank you for everybody that has came out today.
We got the best fans in the world already, talking about Laker Nation, but I have another set of fans and another nation and country that's behind me. Will push me really high on my all-star votes and stuff. So I try to do a good job of representing both Laker Nation and my Filipino culture.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Nice to meet you.
Jordan, with his trips over to the Philippines, he was able to see firsthand how deprived many of the children are.
And when he went over, it really struck him when he saw kids with no shoes, minimal clothing, and those type things. So now through his foundation, Jordan hopes to raise funds to be able to impact those children, actually be able to provide shoes. He stated he wants to build a basketball court because they love basketball and they're passionate. He wants to make sure that every kid has an opportunity to have hope. And hopefully he can instill that hope and to give those guys an opportunity to dream.
I'm gonna just keep saying thank you because I don't know what else to say anymore. Salamat po.
And don't forget to subscribe to Noit the Alliance.